Alright guys, it's Tyler. So a week ago I posted in Discord saying there's a very broken method for raiding that I'll be posting on the channel in like a week or so, which is right now that you're watching it. Like a few days ago I also posted a story on YouTube that is like pretty much a trailer of what's going on, yeah. So yeah, today we'll be covering that exploit and how you can raid with that. But firstly, let me just scrap that YouTube video, right? Because I made a video according to the trailer I put on YouTube. A lot of people actually saw it, and I will be posting more of those, so you can like check out for them if you want. But that one, you can scrap that one, right? We pretty much tested it again after I posted that story, and it turns out we found a even like worse method to raid, so it's even more broken right now. Anyways, it's still the same method, but it's like even more broken than before. So I got my friend Fishy over here. He's gonna help us out to test this exploit pretty much. And yeah, what you need is you need a flat leggings with the zipline motor. You also need a zipline, a crossbow, grappling hooks, and that's about it. So this will be the first player's perspective. You need exactly 2 people to do this. Actually, you can have more, but you need a like minimum 2 people. And you want to just shoot a zip line pretty much anywhere. It has to be like not on the ground. So it has to have like a horizontal slope to a point where you can pretty much like go above the ground, right? You cannot hit the ground because as soon as you hit the ground while riding the zip line, your survivor will like disconnect from the zip line, and this method wouldn't work, right? So right now I'm just gonna leave the tribe, and those turrets are shooting at me. All right, so these turrets are registering my player, so this means that when they see me, they're gonna shoot me. I have God mode on because I don't want to die mid tutorial, but when those turrets stop shooting me, you know this exploit is actually working. Alright, so how are you going to do it? So I'm going to do it from the first player's perspective. This would be the guy who's holding the aggro on the turrets. So what this guy wants to do is make sure he has gasoline, and then he wants to grapple up to the zip line, go to the middle of the zip line, actually go to the high end point of the zip line, and then he wants to grapple as far away as possible. So grapple like as far as you possibly can, but not before your Triman actually tanks with like a dino or whatever. So right now he's just gonna tank for me. You can just use a trike or anything. He just needs to tank for around 5 seconds. So as long as he can hold on for like 5 seconds, you're good. So what you want to do next is you want to reel yourself in. So just grapple the ground, reel yourself in. As you can see right here, those turrets are actually looking at me, but they're not shooting me. The thing is, these turrets actually registered where I am. However, they aren't shooting because for some reason they think I'm not here, so they're not shooting me. And as a result, anyone who's behind me can have free range of the entire terrain. These turrets are on high, mind you. They are on high and all targets. Actually, players only. And you can see my friend Fishy is able to shoot those pillars of the turrets from all the way there, while those turrets are literally looking at me because I'm in front of him, but the turrets are not shooting me, but they actually are aggroed onto me. So this method allows you to pretty much raid any cave if you want. You can any bases actually. You can just grapple in, hold aggro, and have like a few trimates go behind you and then shoot a tech rifle. It is simple as that. There can be as many people shooting tech rifle as possible, and there can be as many turrets as possible, whatever placement they have, and it does not matter. You're still able to shoot it. So I'm going to do it in the second player's perspective, right? Because you have to do it like with 2 players, and both players have to know exactly what they're doing, or else this method would not work. So anyways, right, Fishy's just going to grapple up. You can see like what he's doing. I'm going to tank for him. So realistically, this would be a trike. So a trike will be tanking, and then he's gonna grapple. And as soon as those turrets stop shooting you, you know they've switched aggro. I'm just gonna stand still right here, right, and boom, the turret suddenly stopped shooting me. And you can see, actually, you can see right there, the grapple stopped right there. If you pull away your crossbow, you can actually tell your tribe exactly your position, so they won't go in front of you, and they can stand behind you because there's a clear indication of where you are. And I'm behind him, so no turrets are shooting me because every single turret are looking at him without actually shooting him. So I can like walk right here and just start shooting the pillar or whatever structure there is holding this thing up, right? This is insanely powerful because you can actually use it for rocket running as well. If like Fishy grapples even closer, right now he doesn't need to, right, because I'm using a tech rifle. But if he grapples really closely, I can just go behind him and then charge forward and rocket run the entire tower. Because I have to run like 4 foundation at this point. But as you can see, if I like go in front of him, I do get shot by turrets. Because turret normally shoot like whoever is the closest to them if they're like set on all targets, right? So yeah, this is pretty much how this will do. But let's actually go into a cave with like an actual build and like see how it works, right? Because like 2 turrets is definitely not something you're raiding against, right? This is not a mesh, so I'm not gonna test 2 caves. I screw you guys. I'm not wasting all that time. I'm gonna test like 1 cave, and yeah, that should show you guys like a very clear picture of exactly what this exploit is capable of. Alright, so as usual, we'll be choosing Oil Cave. Now, Fishy is obviously here, and he'll be helping us do the tanking this time. He'll tank for us, and we'll grapple in, and he'll shoot the tech rifle. And then I'm going to switch to his perspective, and then show you guys how you can like tech rifle in like an actual like cave build. Right, there obviously going to be more turrets on official, but it doesn't matter. It's literally the same. I'm going to disable my leave me alone, and you can see all those turrets are shooting me. They're all on very like highest setting possible on like all the targets, so they will shoot me if they actually see me. Right. So as usual, those gears, what I literally just said, I have a rocket launcher because you can actually rocket run using this method. You can grapple in and rocket run, but I think that tech rifle is better. It's like more safe and more like applicable to more situation. So as you can see, there's a zip line here. The good like rule of thumb would be to make sure the one end of the zip line is out of turret range while the other end is in turret range, because what this will do is right now I'm on the zip line on the end that is outside turret range, right? However, if I zip line in, I do get shot by turrets. So this is the time period where I have to have like a trimate soak for me, so they can throw out a dino or whatever to line of sight me. But we just want like a insanely OP trike, right? We just want that in, and I'm just gonna grapple up there. Like, the turrets were shooting the trike, but as soon as I grappled in, pretty much every single turret is going to aggro on me. Now, I grappled to a very bad position, because this is actually the first time I'm doing this, right? So, yeah, as you can see, most turrets are looking at me. However, the turrets on the far right-hand side is actually still shooting him, because, like, in that turret's perspective, you know, I am not as close to that turret as my friend Fishy is. But right now, he is able to, like, you know, tech rifle all these turrets. And I'm going to switch to his perspective, and let's see how it is. Right, so I'm in his perspective right now, and yeah, my player is somewhere up there. I have no clue. Like, you know, no one can actually see like where your player is, so there's no way to really tell. But like somewhere up there, you know, I can't really see a zip line in this scenario. But yeah, all those turrets are shooting at him, so you can see every single turret is looking at like one specific spot, which is where Fishy is standing, and all the way back here, I'm able to just tech rifle all these tap trains with no worries of anything shooting me, right? So you can just have someone grapple to the center of the fucking cave, and then just have like a bunch of Trimates standing like at the entrance, like tech rifle in. It doesn't have to be tech rifle. If you can fit like a Rex or tech Rex and tech Tappy, that'd be even better. You know, those things kill turrets way faster than tech rifle. Pretty much any like long range structures would work. You can even like, if you want, you can have like someone grapple all the way in, and you can have a mech stand behind. You know, mechs are like slightly further to have like a bigger range. So yeah, it is, I would say, one of the most broken exploits I've ever revealed on this channel by far. The last one being probably the Tech Drake, but that one's not as bad as this one. This one literally have no counter. Actually, it does have one counter. It requires you to be online. But I will be showing you guys that towards the end of the video. There's exactly one counter to it. And as you can see, Fishy just jumped down randomly, but you know, after you're done, you can just jump down and you'll probably die, so I don't know, get a backup plan to like get your stuff back. But yeah, so that's the main thing. Now, I was going to end it here, but I know a bunch of you guys will be not exactly pleased. So I decided to spend another 1 minute explaining exactly how to counter this method. There's one very simple way to counter this method. However, if you do not know this, there's no way you'll randomly test this out. Right, so let's get straight into it. Right, so Velos will target players. However, don't think that that is the counter, right? That is way too simple, and that will render this exploit completely useless, right? Right, my friend Fishy is like sitting on the Velo right now and shooting exactly where I am, and I have God mode disabled. So, just to tell you guys, Velo does not actually hit players, right? However, what it does is it actually shows people where you are, and the best way to counter it is to shoot a rocket launcher directly at where I am. Now, Fishy dismounted, and the Velo is targeting exactly where my player is. If you shoot a Fabi or any other weapon, they do not actually do damage to the player. You have to shoot a rocket launcher directly where the Velo is, and that way it would be an easy kill to like the player who's taking the aggro. But obviously you have to be online, and this exploit is so insanely broken when your opponents are offline. Now that's pretty much about it for like this video. But like just a quick note before I end. I know some of you guys have been asking if there's like any other way to like support me apart from like watching my vids. Now I know that many YouTubers do things like membership or Patreon where you can get like special access to like videos or like early access or anything like that. Now there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. That's actually a really good way to support what they do. However, for my case, the reason I even like started a channel in the first place is I wanted to bring light to these issues in the game and to tell them to as many people as I possibly can. So I don't really want to put anything behind a paywall. So I don't really think that YouTube membership or even Patreon would be feasible for me. So for those who want to support me and support what I do, I'll be posting a PayPal link in the description below and also in my Discord where you can send me literally whatever. Like there's no really commitment or anything. There's no minimum. Any support would be highly appreciated. But let me just say this again, right? This is by no means necessary. All of my content will always be available to everyone. Just make sure you like subscribe so you don't miss it, I guess. But yeah, whatever you guys give me, I'll just like put straight back into the channel in terms of like better software and like better hardware, I guess. But yeah, that's kind of it from me for today, and I'll see y'all legends in the next one. Peace out.